cop pranked 911 calls at another local police department. That's right, a cop pranked 911 calls at another local police department. In Alabama, a Montgomery police officer named Christopher Eugene Sanspree Jr., he's somebody's junior, is now on desk duty after allegedly making at least six calls to a police department in a different jurisdiction while on duty, falsely claiming to have witnessed an array of violent crimes. According to Prattville's police department, Prattville's police chief Mark Thompson said the motive remained unclear, but claimed that the defendant said he thought it was funny. According to Montgomery NBC affiliate WSFA, Prattville Police Department investigators determined that Sanspree made several phone calls to Otaga County Emergency 911 to falsely report incidents, also known as swatting. Prattville officers wrote in an online statement on Thursday. This is according to Law and Crime. Point blank, honest with you, it pissed me off, Thompson said when asked his thoughts about Sanspree's what he allegedly did. He referenced unrelated false calls that turned out to be ambushes, and he voiced frustration with the defendant making the calls with full knowledge of what police officers have to go through. Again, that's Law and Crime. The alleged false reports reportedly included seeing a male suspect running about with a machete, people breaking into vehicles, and a person lying apparently shot in the front yard. Prattville police said that the calls happened October the 30th through late December, though they are working with law enforcement counterparts in Georgia, Massachusetts, and Wyoming to see if there are any connections to swatting incidents there. Again, Law and Crime reported. He is reportedly out on bond. He's out on bond. Now check out the second part. After being arrested on February the 7th on 6 warrants for false reporting an incident. Sanspree is on administrative assignment, according to Captain Ray Carson in the Montgomery Police Department Office of Professional Standards. And that too is according to law and crime. Listen, the fact that this person is still a police officer, the fact that he is still at work is absolutely disgusting because he didn't make a mistake and report something he thought he saw. He was on duty, calling into another jurisdiction, and also thought it was funny. This is according to him. He thought it was funny. This shouldn't be considered a prank. This shouldn't be considered swatting. When police officers, actually when anyone do it, it's dangerous. But when police officers do it, it is absolutely disgusting. And I would love to hear those calls and hear if he said he was a police officer from a different jurisdiction, because there should be other crimes associated with that. Rayyvana.
Yeah, you're exactly right. There's nothing funny about this. It's not a prank. Swatting kills people. It has killed several people in the past. It's something that, we've seen a lot of people who are online influencers who get doxxed. It's weaponized against them, and it's weaponized against them to try to kill them. You are calling a gun to a scene, especially when the situations that you're describing are so serious. The ones that you fabricated are so serious, you're going to get a strong police response to that. And that means a lot of people with guns showing up to a scene. And if there's an innocent person there, they could lose their life. Nothing about it is funny. But this is a good opportunity to talk about is that this dumbass was given a gun and a license to kill by a police department, a gun and a license, which he still apparently retains because he's, been moved to administrative duty, but he is still a police officer, still getting his salary. He is still getting the full benefits of that job, despite the fact that he has been arrested and charged with a crime. And his only defense for his behavior, his conduct was, I thought it was funny. I just need people to think about what little effort goes into looking in the backgrounds of these individuals before they are hired as police officers, before, again, they're given a gun and a license to kill. This person should not have passed any sort of psychological exam, if there was one, if there was an actual meaningfully rigorous one, to become a police officer, to hold that position in society. And again, I just implore everybody watching to think about the hurdles you had to jump through to get the job you have, the background checks that you had to go through to get the job that you have. And chances are the job you have doesn't give you a gun and a license to kill. Even the checks we have to go through to become attorneys, because we are given a higher position of power in society. but we aren't given the means to kill somebody. But even we have to go through extremely rigorous background checks to get our license to practice law. They'll give any schmuck off the street, any idiot, the license to kill civilians and become a police officer. And that just goes to show that they don't actually care about serving and protecting their communities. If they did, they would want the best and the brightest. They would want the people that they know could handle the job, not some idiot who's laughing while he's wasting police resources at a different department and potentially killing somebody in the process.
Absolutely. And listen, I also think we need to rethink using the word allegedly, right? This is to me, this is bad police language. This man has admitted to doing it and
Mhm.
said it was funny. Right? This is not someone who was disputing the act. He didn't dispute that. He literally said it was funny. And that was the reason he did it. No other reason, just that it was funny. This is absolutely disgusting. And the fact that they are checking with other states means that there's some evidence leading that he might have done this in other states to other people. And we need to know the outcome of that. And instead of them sending him home without a job, they just let him come work an easier shift and give him the same pay. This is beyond dangerous. This is predatory. And speaking of predatory cops, this next story is absolutely disgusting.